While fishing out in the open ocean, this group of anglers ended up hooking something unbelievable.
I don't even know how to do this. Look at his fins, first of all. This is like, oh my, that's bigger than a basketball. Look at this, my hand. Oh my God.
At first, they had no idea what it was because it was huge and powerful. Eventually, it became clear they had caught a grouper, one of the biggest fish in the sea. Some, like the Goliath grouper, can grow over 8 feet long and weigh more than 800 pounds. These fish are known for their incredible strength and sudden bursts of energy, sometimes yanking fishermen around or diving straight into the depths in seconds. Successfully bringing one in is a serious achievement. A group of fishers was out drifting in the open ocean when they suddenly noticed a huge shape moving under the water. The shape kept moving slowly just under the surface. As the boat followed along, they finally saw what it was: a manta ray. Manta rays are usually harmless and known for being calm and gentle, so it was a pretty amazing thing to witness. A man was having a calm day fishing when he spotted something confusing that left him scratching his head. Not knowing what it was, he later uploaded the video to Reddit to see if anyone could explain it. In the clip, people can be heard reacting in shock and trying to understand what they are seeing. And later, a commenter gave a logical explanation that it was likely a crayfish that crawled into a fish skull while molting, but got trapped once its shell hardened, making it a rare and strange moment of nature caught by pure chance. A woman was out for an early morning beach walk around 6 a.m. when she spotted something strange in the sand.
Tell me this doesn't look like there was a mermaid sleeping here. Like, look at that.
A large imprint was found in the sand that looked like a fishtail. It was clear and well-defined, with curved edges and markings that did not seem random. The size of it suggested something much bigger than the usual fish found near the shore. What made it even stranger was the lack of tracks or signs nearby showing how it got there. It left people wondering what kind of marine animal could have caused it, although it may have simply been a shape formed naturally by the water. A group of friends in Brazil recorded this video at night while they were out fishing. A strange sound can be heard getting louder, almost like something is building up energy. Then suddenly it looks like the object bursts apart in the sky. Another video, filmed during the day by different people, shows a glowing red object flying through the air. Both clips show similar shapes and movement, but since the exact time and location are not clear, it is hard to confirm if they are connected. So the real question is what it actually was. This fisherman was casually throwing leftover bait into the water when something surprising happened.
Oh, Jack got it. Oh, dang, dog. That was perfect.
When he tossed in another piece, the water exploded as a young Goliath grouper, probably over 100 pounds, shot up and snatched it in seconds. And even though these huge fish were once nearly wiped out because of overfishing, they have been quietly making a comeback thanks to legal protections. In October 2025, a fisherman from the BMR fishing channel was casting at Long Beach Pier when a normal afternoon suddenly turned chaotic. About 8 minutes into the session, loud shouting started behind him, and a fight broke out between multiple people on the pier.
They did? Okay.
One guy ended up getting dropped to the ground, and another looked dazed and out of it. People started yelling for help and calling emergency services. When police and paramedics arrived, it was still unclear what sparked the whole situation. Everyone nearby had a different version of the story, and the fisherman, who was just there for a normal fishing trip, ended up capturing the disturbing scene as one victim struggled to stay conscious. A couple was fishing at a calm pond near Nashville, Tennessee, when they noticed something unusual moving in the water.
It's too big to be a squirrel.
I think it's 2.
That's not a turtle, is it? Hold up.
I really think it's otters.
Why would there be an otter?
Because it's a lake.
But like, swam all the way through that?
From far away, it looked like a dark, twisting shape slowly moving across the muddy water. At first, they could not figure out if it was an animal or something else. But once they got closer, it became clear it was nothing creepy, just two big snapping turtles mating under the surface. Snapping turtles, especially alligator snapping turtles, can get huge and move in a slow, almost spooky way, so it is easy to mistake them for something way more disturbing. A group of swimmers was chilling in the water when a huge reptile suddenly showed up. It slid under the surface without making much movement, then surfaced just a few feet away from them. Surprisingly, no one really panicked. A lot of people first assumed it was a dangerous saltwater crocodile, but one commenter explained it was actually an American crocodile, which is usually less aggressive than its Australian or Southeast Asian cousins. Even so, the fact that it was that close made the whole moment seriously creepy. A fisherman was paddling his canoe far from shore when his worst fear suddenly came true. A shark suddenly appeared and started circling his canoe. He tried to keep it away as best as he could, and thankfully, he managed to reach shore without getting hurt. This video was supposedly posted online by a fisherman. According to the caption, he had no idea what he pulled out of the water, so he uploaded the footage to see what people thought. With AI being so advanced now, it is hard to trust videos like this, so it was probably AI generated. Still, some people believe he actually caught something strange and otherworldly. Jenny Greenteeth is a figure from Old English folklore, said to be a swamp-dwelling witch who lives near rivers and ponds and lures children toward the water before pulling them under. In 2018, an Australian tourist claimed they took a photo while fishing near a swamp that showed Jenny Greenteeth, and the image later spread online through Reddit and paranormal websites. However, many people said they could not clearly see any figure in the photo and believed it only showed trees and shadows. There is still no real evidence proving anything supernatural, but the tourist continues to insist the photo is real. While fishing, someone ended up catching a really unusual looking fish. The fish looked almost completely transparent with no clear gills or visible organs. People online started guessing what species it could be, while others were more worried about how it was being handled and whether it might be toxic. Some commenters thought it could be a leptocephalus, which is the larval form of certain eel species, but others disagreed, saying the head and fins did not match and that leptocephali are usually not this see-through. In the end, the fish was released and swam away fine, but people were still left wondering what it actually was. A man dropped a fish through an opening leading down to the water, and just seconds later, something hit it with insane force. The yank was so strong that when he pulled his hand back up, all that was left was the fish's head. He never even saw what did it. It could have been a pike or a barracuda, both known for insanely fast and brutal bites, or maybe even an alligator or crocodile hiding below. Whatever it was, he was lucky it did not take his fingers along with the fish. A man was kayaking when something unbelievably scary happened. Out of nowhere, several killer whales popped up around his kayak. Even though it was a terrifying moment, he stayed calm. After a short while, the orcas seemed to lose interest and slowly swam away. The crazy part is that killer whales have never been known to attack humans in the wild, and thankfully, that record still holds up. A Reddit user going by RobConan96 uploaded a short but intense underwater clip, and as he swam through the murky water, something seriously terrifying happened. Out of nowhere, a huge shark suddenly appeared and brushed right against his head. Thankfully, he was not hurt, but it was the kind of close call that makes the heart skip a beat. In 2014, a fisherman near the coast of Singapore recorded a strange marine creature clinging to the side of his boat. He spotted a weird creature with lots of thin, branching arms spread out across the boat. He filmed it, tossed it back into the water, and uploaded the video online. People quickly identified it as a basket starfish. These creatures usually live in deep water and are rarely seen near the surface, and their arms form a web-like shape to catch plankton in ocean currents. Seeing one up near a boat was pretty unusual, probably caused by some disturbance in the water, or it accidentally surfaced. Definitely not something you see every day. Back in 2021, a group of fishermen in open waters had a scary moment when a huge predator began circling their boat. What started as a cool wildlife sighting quickly turned tense. The shark began moving more aggressively, and it was clear it was not just being curious anymore. The fishermen watched it closely, knowing how dangerous it could be right under the surface. Luckily, after a few nerve-wracking moments, the shark finally swam off into deeper water, leaving them shaken but safe. This video was filmed on a big fishing boat during rough seas. While the vessel was battling heavy waves, one of the fishermen started recording, not realizing the camera was about to catch something strange. Near the side of the boat, a pale figure-like shape can be seen moving through the dark water. It shows up for a few seconds, gliding alongside the vessel, but there are no clear details or facial features, and the poor lighting makes it hard to tell what it is. Then, just as quickly, it fades away and disappears. Whether it was just the waves playing tricks, some animal distorted by the light, or something else entirely is still unknown. But whatever it was, definitely left people feeling uneasy. A man was paddling across a peaceful stretch of water when he noticed something unusual moving beneath the surface.
What the hell is that? It's huge.
A long, see-through creature floated by that looked like a jellyfish, but not like anything he had seen before. Curious, he slowly paddled closer to get a better look.
The heck is that thing? It goes on for miles. I would not have a clue what that is, but they're all connected.
Before he could get close enough to touch it, the creature quietly sank into the deep and disappeared as if it had never there. He just stood there staring into the water, amazed, wondering what kind of strange creature he had just seen. While fishing off the coast of Thailand, a man noticed the weather suddenly changed. The sky turned dark and the atmosphere felt tense, so he pulled out his phone and started filming.
อย่ามาขึ้นบ้านคนหน้า
He ended up recording a huge water spout spinning across the ocean. The funnel stayed visible for around 5 minutes before fading away. Not long after that, strong winds and heavy rains slammed the coast, but luckily, the fishermen got to safety without anyone getting hurt. A family was boating through a swamp when they spotted something massive resting near the shoreline.
That's a beast.
As they got closer, they realized it was an alligator, and not just a normal one, but one protecting its nest. The scary part was that its eyes were wide open, watching their every move. They knew one wrong move could set it off, and with how huge it was, even one tail swing could have flipped their boat. So instead of pushing their luck, they slowly backed away and left, thankful they did not make it angry. Near the coast of Australia, a group of fishermen saw something large and dark swimming just below the water beside their boat.
Coming, there's another one coming. Submarine.
That's the conning tower on the sub.
What the? You've never dove on a submarine.
At first, they thought it was a whale, but then a conning tower suddenly rose out of the water. To their surprise, it was actually a submarine surfacing extremely close to the boat. The periscope showed for a moment before the submarine quietly sank back under the waves. Nobody was harmed, but the whole thing left them completely shocked. Seeing a submarine that close is definitely not an everyday experience. A Reddit user named Wildway1846 recently shared a creepy memory from an old lake trip with friends, and in the clip, people can be heard laughing, joking, and talking.
God, that was a lie. That's why I ended it and started playing.
I ain't getting off live.
Somebody need to know where we at.
But when the video showed up again later, he noticed something he had completely missed before, a faint, unsettling scream in the background. None of them heard it at the time, and he is sure it did not sound like anyone who was there. That made it even creepier, especially since they all remembered feeling strangely uneasy that night at the lake. It leaves the question of whether that distant scream was what triggered that bad feeling in the first place. While fishing near the Amazon River, a man suddenly noticed something big moving in the water and started filming. The only thing visible is a thick tail breaking the surface, but the rest of the creature never shows up. With the low video quality and murky water, it is hard to figure out what it was. The Amazon is full of huge animals like caimans, anacondas, and giant fish, but none are really known for having a tail that looks like that. So it is unclear if it was just a normal animal seen from a strange angle or something completely unknown. A man was spending a calm summer day off the coast of Australia when he spotted something strange in the water.
Just come straight at me again. Oh, how intimidating is this? Yeah.
A sea snake glided smoothly toward his drifting boat, moving like it barely had to try. Known as one of the ocean's more mysterious and misunderstood creatures, it seemed curious and even slithered up for a moment to check things out. Then, just as calmly, it turned around and vanished beneath the surface. Neither the man nor the snake seemed scared. It was more like a quiet moment of curiosity, and the encounter ended without any trouble. Officials recorded this video near the Washington shoreline. In the video, a fin-like shape shows up just beyond the shallow water. It slowly comes up above the surface and dips back down again in a steady rhythm. The way it moves does not really match dolphins or seals. After the clip went viral online, some people thought it could be an unknown sea creature, while others believed it was just a big fish or possibly even a fake edit. One morning, YouTuber Ol Man Boog drove over 90 minutes to reach a remote reef break on the Australian coast, a place known for heavy waves and shallow, brutal rocks. When he got there, the beach was empty, but he still decided to paddle out alone around 8 a.m., a choice that would soon turn into a dangerous situation.
Well, looks like I'm out here on my own. Yeah, I didn't know he, I didn't even realise our mate went in. It's sketchy as out here on your own. I'll grab one more, go in. Anyway, it's beautiful.
At first, everything looked ideal. The waves were smooth, and it felt like the session was going perfectly. But once the tide started dropping, things quickly took a turn.
It turned a little bit weird. It's the shape of the wave went all weird. Very strange. That was a hell of a lot of fun. But this is not the type of wave I want to be out here on my own. I can't believe there's not more guys out. If there was a few more guys out charging, I would stay out, but nah.
As the water level dropped, hidden rocks began to show up under the surface. Then, while paddling back toward shore, everything suddenly went wrong.
Rocks everywhere. Oh man. Just got smashed on those rocks. I have to check these wounds out. I feel like I've been dragged across quite a few rocks, and oh man, my hands, my knees.
A wave slammed him onto the reef and dragged him across the exposed rocks. He ended up with his hands and knees badly cut up as the sharp surface scraped him while the water pulled him around. Even with the injuries, he was able to get off the reef and make it back to safety. A man was out fishing when he spotted something strange. As the camera got closer, it turned out to be a set of antlers. The skull and antlers were still mostly intact, which is pretty rare since antlers usually fall off before an animal dies or the skull breaks down over time. Its size and condition made the whole discovery even more surprising. On September 16, 2020, near the bridges of Jacksonville, Florida, a normal fishing trip suddenly took a surprising turn. Ty and his crew from the Thai Pig Patrol channel were casting their lines into the fast-moving water, expecting the usual catches. But then something strong pulled back from beneath the bridge, and when it finally started coming up, it was clear they had hooked something they were not prepared for.
Hurry up, you're one We're starting to have an outgoing tide now. It's starting to move. Fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have he might have a Goliath. Take your time. Take it easy with that big. I think you got a Goliath.
Dude, he is pulling.
That's either a Goliath grouper or you got the biggest nurse shark on the planet. Oh, but he's running drag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the right kind of fish. That's something good.
How long it was on there? That's
a long time, man.
Could be a stingray. Going up?
No, dude, it ain't. It's just, I think it's a grouper, man.
He's carried away.
He's surfacing.
No, he's not.
He's just staying down and running.
The thing that I'm a little nervous about is stingrays are the most notorious for grabbing a bait and laying on the bottom and you wouldn't even know they were there.
Yeah.
They're just drifting. Yeah, they are. I realize. I'm not thinking.
Color.
It's a sheet. It looks like a stingray.
Oh, it's massive.
Look at the length on that thing.
Yeah, it's a big door.
I can't wait to get that in the boat.
Big giant barn door.
Come on.
Go into neutral so you don't have to deal with the tide.
No, it's all right.
I think we're drifting. We're not even at anchorage. He's probably 200 plus pounds. Yeah, that's a big stingray there, boy.
What kind of stingray is it?
Atlantic stingray. Big Atlantic stingray. Here, I'm gonna have to use the. Let me grab it. I'll pull him up.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's big. Giant monster. Damn.
Look at his tail.
Yeah, he's a big Steve Irwin.
Is that the kind that eat?
It literally is, yes, sir. The big Atlantic stingrays. Steve Irwin. Man, what a sheet! I can't get up high enough to cut it. I guess I'll have to be quicker about it. Right. Get out of here.
Gone.
Gone.
The line suddenly goes tight and will not budge at all. When whatever is hooked finally breaks the surface, they realize it is a huge Atlantic stingray, stretched wide across the water. Knowing one wrong move could get dangerous fast, Ty does not take any chances. He quickly cuts the line, and the stingray slips right back under the surface.
What's going on here? We got a little bit of weight. Something. What?
Oh man, look at that.
What is that?
That is Mr. Toad. That's an oyster toad, man.
He does have another hook in it. That is the strangest fish I've ever seen.
It's called an oyster toad.
He's got teeth.
It'll hurt you. Like the fire.
Look at how fat he is.
It hurts.
It's a giant toad. You see that?
That's a big one?
That's a big one, dude. Weird fish.
Look at, he's got little horns back here.
Yeah, they're freaky looking.
It's the craziest critter I've ever seen. He does, his face looks just like a frog.
Not long after, they reel in another catch. It is smaller, but way more unsettling. The fish looks strange and misshapen, with a wide mouth and rough features that do not seem normal at all. Ty quickly tells everyone to keep their distance, warning that sharp teeth and hidden spines can cause serious pain in seconds, even from a small creature. They handle it carefully and release it right away. Some catches are not something to show off. They are a reminder of how dangerous the water can be. The real threat was not the fish being aggressive, it was how unpredictable everything was, making them wonder what else was still hiding beneath the bridge. On July 16, 2021, under 4 crowded bridges along a river he knew well, Adam from Adam Brown Adventures went in for another dive. His videos usually involve pulling up lost items and harmless debris, but this stretch of water had a reputation for turning up unexpected things. And as he dropped into the dark, murky current, the silence felt unsettling, like something was off, even if he did not realize it yet.
Is a hot one. As you can see, I'm sweating. This guy's sweating too.
Yeah, we're on a time schedule before
we are trying to get an early dive out today at a river we've been to before. We actually found a here before. We found what, 4 hand, and I found a rifle. So we're getting all our gear on, gonna walk over down here to get in the river, and hopefully we can find some treasure, clean up some trash, get in that water. Oh yeah. All right guys, we just got in the water, and I'm gonna go across to the stairs over there and try to find some iPhones. All right man, let's do it. Thanks so much for joining me on another amazing river treasure adventure, guys. This is one of my favorite spots to dive. There is a lot of tubers, a lot of people going on boats around this river, so there's so much crazy stuff, and you're always gonna find something cool. So we also try to clean up as much trash as possible, anytime we can find it. So I found a vape here. This is right where the tubers get in, so I start finding a bunch of crazy stuff. Lots of sunglasses. This was really cool. I love finding Ray-Ban sunglasses. A lot of times they can be worth a lot of money. So I always try to hang on to those. Sometimes I just give them away to my friends. You guys want me to give these away, leave a comment and say, do a giveaway. And I might just do that. Found a little pocket knife. And some of y'all might remember tape players. So that was really cool. I love finding iPhones. And hey, look, I found another one like a few feet away. So that was really cool to find. Hopefully I can get some information and return those to the owners. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see what happens. And I cannot believe I found this old Chinese teapot. This thing is so cool. And check this out. I found a MacBook laptop. This is the first time I've ever found a Mac laptop in the water. I don't know why it was in the river. Maybe somebody just got annoyed with it. And I found another iPhone. This one is extremely cracked up. And I found this tool bag. I was not sure what was in it. It could have been anything. But you'll see at the end of the video. I think it's some type of sawzall. And right close to it was a drill. Got another little cheapo cell phone there. And another pair of sunglasses.
Adam started pulling up small stuff from the riverbed, like phones, tools, and random debris. But the farther he went, the more the water felt off, like something bigger was hiding nearby. Then, while scanning through the silt, he suddenly stopped when he spotted a long, rusted shape half buried in the mud.
That is freaking crazy. Check that out. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if there's a serial number on that thing. And dude, I was just saying I was gonna find a wasn't I? Remember earlier I was joking about it? Heck yeah. Oh yeah. All right guys, we just got out of the water and got back to the truck and we had a pretty good day, I'm not gonna lie. This bridge was one of the best bridges I've ever done before. And this is the second time, his third time, but we found some cool stuff, let me tell you. Now, I'm gonna let you talk about really quick what you found, then I'll go over all my stuff.
Well, this is yours, first of all. I held on to that. I held on to that.
That is mine. Check that out. Cool little eagle. What car? If you guys know what car that goes off of, leave a comment.
Man,
I'm assuming it's a car.
I'm gonna go out. I mean, I found a phone.
Oh.
We always find phones. This one's done.
Samsung, I think.
I think so. Maybe there's a memory card in there. I found a laptop, and among other things, I'm pretty sure that is a silver dish.
It's got an engraving.
Yeah, it's a great
RFM.
It's really soft, dude. Actually,
oh yeah,
there we got some right here.
Tiffany and Company. Oh,
oh my
Tiffany
gosh.
and Company is expensive. Yeah.
It's sterling silver from Tiffany's. Oh my gosh. That is. I bet that's. Jeez, that's really cool.
I have a massive pile of treasure, guys. This is insane. All right, check it out. I got a whole tailgate full. I'll start on the right side and go left. I got a MacBook laptop. I don't know what kind that is. It has seen better days though, I'll tell you what. And I got part of like a bicycle handle or motorcycle handle, some Hindu stuff, a bunch of golf balls, vapes, got some pocket knives, an old bottle. Not sure what kind that is. Some type of tool and fishing stuff, old tape players, a bunch of sunglasses. I did find one pair of Ray-Bans. I think I only found one, but hey, that's cool. I haven't found Ray-Bans in a while. And I found this really cool, like Chinese, I think Chinese or some type of Asian teapot, man. Look at the designs. It's got dragons all over it. That looks really cool. And it's got some insignia on the bottom. So my brother speaks Chinese. I might have to send him a picture of that and see what it says. And moving over, guys, I got a little camera I found, a bunch of phones. And check out this phone. It actually still turns on. You can see there's two people on here, so we're gonna try to give them a call here shortly. We also are gonna have to call the police because, as you guys saw, I found this. Now, this thing is sick.
Hi, how you doing? Can you send a cop my way? I found the river again, and I want to give it to him.
Alright, what's your location?
Once the cop pulls in, he'll see us. We'll be right in front of him. It's a big blue Ford F-150 with an ugly white camper on it. Pump action.
It's pretty old too.
I also found a slide to a hand. I'm not sure if he wants that too. We'll be on a first name basis. They are on their way. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so we just gave the police a call and they are on the way.
It turned out to be a shotgun, the second one he had found in that same river. The stock was rotting away and the metal was badly corroded, but there was no mistaking what it was. It did not feel like something that was accidentally lost. It felt like it had been dumped on purpose, meant to stay hidden underwater. The moment he held it, Adam knew this dive had become something serious, so he called the authorities, and officers soon arrived to check out the weapon.
Good.
Pretty good. Got another.
Finding mortars this time.
Say y'all were the same ones I just talked to a couple weeks back, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
What we got today?
It's super corroded, but I figured let you look at it at least.
Yeah.
If you didn't want it, then we'll do something with it.
And I got a license plate.
There's no serial number on it.
It might be under all that crust. I don't know how much you want to look into it.
Yeah. What was your name, sir?
Adam. I think they just said it.
You have your ID on you, Adam?
I do, yes, sir.
Okay, can I get that, please?
Yeah. I did.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And were you in the water as well?
Yes.
Okay, do you have your ID, sir?
Maybe my truck.
The only thing I'm really concerned about, gentlemen, is the firearm. So what time would you guesstimate that you recovered that piece? About where?
Maybe an hour and a half ago.
Where? How far south?
In between the last two bridges, the farthest two bridges. And I don't see any serial numbers. It looks like it's been down there a long time.
It's obviously been there for a while.
But I just figured we'd call you anyways to see.
No, I appreciate it.
Got a bunch of stuff today.
Stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Got a Sawzall?
I think so, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I didn't even know if that was anything suspicious, if that's worth looking up or anything. But I don't know. Is that something I could keep, or do you have to take it?
You know, just because it's a firearm, I will do this. There's not going to be a serial number on there.
It's almost one with the ground at this point.
Yeah, it was close. Being reclaimed by the earth.
I mean, I can kind of see, I believe that looks like a 9 right there. I don't know, that could just be my imagination, the way the dirt's falling in the crevices.
Okay, they zoomed in.
It might clean up with some electrolysis or scraping or something.
So somebody might have broke in or something. You know?
No, we're good.
Is that 12 gauge, you think?
I mean, it appears to be, if I had to guess, maybe a 20. The board looks kind of small. It could just be that it's crudded up.
Right.
Stubby.
Thanks for giving us a heads up.
No problem.
Usually, I mean, it depends on the county, but the cops sometimes, in some counties, have told us don't even bother calling them if it looks like that. But since we was, I don't know, it's a lot bigger than a corroded pistol.
Yeah. Here's the thing, you know, it's. Am I going to be able to get any numbers off that? No, but I have to do my due diligence and try. Because we never know what this may or may not come back to.
Right.
So.
It'd be a cool wall hanger, but you know, we always want to do the right thing.
Resin. Yeah.
This thing has been in the river for quite some time. The trigger guard's gone. I mean, it's about rusted through right there.
That's an old one.
I just can't imagine somebody driving over the bridge, pulling that out the window and like hanging out the window and then like tossing it over. I don't know how else they would do it.
It's probably middle of the night, nobody's around.
A wood buttstock on this and a synthetic, obviously, limb saver, because that hadn't rotted away, but you can see the wood is. All right, guys. Y'all have any questions for me?
Nope, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, just reach out to me.
All right, you'll probably hear from us again.
You want some sunglasses?
No.
Ray-Bans down there.
I'm good on it. Oh, good deal, guys.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, have a good day.
All right, guys. So the park ranger just came and took the from us. He was really cool, super nice. So shout out to him. It's a good experience, man. Wouldn't you say?
It was. He was the same guy that dealt with us with the mortars.
Put those arms down, man. Gosh.
Tell you what, man, we are ripe. We need some showers. Yeah, it was really cool. He's a nice guy. You know, definitely a different experience from the other chick, but you know, we all.
The officers examined how badly corroded it was and took it away for investigation, unsure if it matched any past report. Once it was gone, the river felt quiet again, like its secret had been pulled out, but the reason was still buried. The dive did not end with treasure, but with an uneasy feeling that someone once relied on this river to wash away evidence. Viewers pointed out how often firearms seem to turn up in the same area, suggesting these finds may not be random. Some believe this spot has been used for years to make certain things disappear, and if one shotgun surfaced today, it raises the question of how many more are still hidden beneath the silt, along with stories that were never meant to reach the shore. On November 9, 2025, along a cold stretch of the Pacific Northwest coast, Kay and Remo from the YouTube channel Kay and Remo went out to film another fishing and catch and cook adventure. Their videos are usually light and easygoing, but that morning felt off. The waves sounded louder, the air felt heavier, and even the calm they were used to did not feel quite right.
Jig head for quite some time, no bites at all. It's probably just because the jig head is the same color as the water. We'll go ahead and give this a try. This definitely looks like it's gonna stand out, and it stinks. This looks kind of promising. I always have a hard time trying to gauge where the could come out. I think that's about right. It's not perfect, but I think it's gonna be good enough. All set up. Let's give it a try. Got snagged on the rock. It's a little shad. Got snagged again, so switched on to this one little swim bait. We are back at camp. Unfortunately, we didn't catch anything. Water was just so murky.
The warning came early, a notice about chaotic surf and 10-foot waves that set the mood right away. Remo still tried everything, loading up jigs, soft baits, anything that might bring in salmon or rockfish, but nothing worked. Cast after cast went into the rough water and came back empty, or got snagged on the rocks below. The only thing he managed to catch was one small shad, and even that felt like luck. With no other options, they headed back to camp and let the day slow down, cooking on a homemade grill and settling into the quiet comfort of their car setup. The calm should have eased the tension, but instead it just made the earlier struggle feel heavier. And by the next morning, the mood was about to shift again.
Okay, out here, we're gonna go ahead and give this castable crab trap a try. Cast it, falls to the seafloor, and then basically opens up like this. We're gonna go ahead and use this bait holder here, and at the same time use a zip tie to ensure that the drumstick is secured. There's a setup right there. The drumstick's pretty much secured. I'll just go ahead and cut this off right here so it doesn't get tangled up, but this is pretty much what we're gonna do, or what we're gonna use for crabbing. Just like that, we are crabbing. So we're just gonna go ahead and wait for about maybe 5 minutes or so. Actually, that might be a keeper. This guy was about to come off. Let's go ahead and measure him pretty quick. This one's about 6 1/4 inch. And you want to measure him from basically the inside of the longest point. So not this point right here. Not sure if you guys can see that, but the inside part. So I kind of want to go set up for salmon setup and rockfish setup, but the water's pretty chaotic right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for this. I'm just gonna focus on crabbing until we sort of kind of limit out. That's pretty much crabbing is from the shore. You don't have to be offshore to be able to catch crab. Last cast I waited for about 5 minutes. This time I think I'm gonna wait for about 10. Let's see if we can fill it up with crabs. It's been about 10 minutes. Let's give this a try.
Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on, there's a lot.
I think,
yeah, oh, they got away. A lot of them got away. A lot of them got away. Give me that. A lot of them got away.
Look at that. That's a lot. So this one's definitely a keeper, but we'll just go ahead and give it a quick measure. I want to show you guys. See, like it doesn't even fit. That's definitely keeper male. And look at these big claws. These are huge.
You know what? A lot of them got away too.
Yeah.
Because of the wave.
Oh yeah, this one's a female. Put them back. I was like, this is so heavy.
All keeper? Oh, hold on. All male? Oh, there's one female. Big female.
Wow, this guy is big.
Oh, 2 female and 2 male.
This is the easiest crab to catch. Doesn't have the 2 big claws, so there's no pinchers. It is now low tide. I just found a crab down here.
Still alive?
I don't know, probably. Oh yeah. Yeah, finders keepers, right? Look at this. Pretty good size. Another bucket full of crabs. Hey buddy. Hey, it's all the crab.
One female, one male.
Hoping to go catch some fish, but none of our methods worked out at all. Tried rock fishing, salmon fishing, no bites, but we've got a couple buckets full of.
The next morning, they went back to the beach with a castable crab trap and a drumstick for bait. On the first pull, they caught a legal male Dungeness crab, and the next haul came up loaded with crabs, with some even slipping back into the waves. They kept the big males, released the females, and quickly filled their buckets. Later, they cooked 2 of the largest and used the rest to make crab fried rice, ending a trip that started badly but turned into a win. Some viewers wondered why fishing failed one day, only for the ocean to suddenly provide so many crabs the next morning. On July 4th, 2024, the YouTube channel, The Russian Archaeologist, known for magnet fishing and pulling strange things out of rivers, heads to a dangerous canal in Georgia. Sergey and his friend Bobby stand by the water and toss their heavy magnets into a spot locals usually stay away from. At first, they only pull up small bits of metal that seem harmless, but everything feels like it was dumped there on purpose, not accidentally lost.
This is how you toss a magnet.
Okay, let's see it.
Whoa, oh! And now, just reel it back in.
I get to reel it in?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
You got something! I got something! I think it's a piece of a shopping cart.
Dude, that was so fast.
Dude, that's literally like a shopping cart piece.
Oh,
dude, what is that?
I don't know.
Is it heavy?
Oh, it's really heavy.
Dude,
What is that?
what is this thing?
I got no idea.
Dude,
you tell me.
Did you guys just find that down there? Yeah, we
Yeah.
just pulled it out of the river. You know what that is? What is it?
My grandma used to get her milk in one of those.
Oh.
And they would bring it to the front porch.
So that's like an antique milk
jug.
It says dairy. It literally says dairy on it.
Oh, what the heck is that?
It's like a pint.
Watch out.
It's a piece of the bridge. Oh, it is a cat's net. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's disgusting. That is so gross.
Ew.
What is that? It's a golf club! So right underneath that bridge, I have a pretty decent feeling. Oh, I already got something.
Really?
Just like the heaviest thing we pulled up today, I'm telling you right now. I see it! It's a shopping cart! Oh, dude, I actually really need help. Here, help. Here, we got this, Look, the wheels are moving. It's pulling! Just pull it! No, you gotta bring it close. No! Yo, we got it! Yes! Oh my god!
The magnet suddenly yanks hard, and it is clear this is not just a random scrap. After a slow pull, an old metal milk jug comes up out of the water, heavy, intact, and looking like it is from a completely different era. Stuff like that does not just end up in a canal by chance. It feels like it was put there on purpose, left behind, and forgotten.
Had something. Bro, let go. This is me. This is my job. I got one right now, actually. Yeah. Watch. Oh, I got something. What is that? Oh! Dude, what is that? It's an axe! Look at that. Bro. Dude. Why else would someone throw an axe in the river? Dude. Look how cool that is. It has like the flippy piece on the front of it? Yeah, I've never seen it. It's literally still sharp. It's literally still sharp. Look how good that is. Oh my gosh. Insane. Yeah, I thought it was or something. That ain't no axe, that's what it is. Look at it! Look at what? It's a freaking pipe. Dude. Wait, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. There's a freaking who said look at it! Okay, unwrap it! That's a freaking that's like a revolver. Dude, it's fake. No, it's not. It's fake, dude! It's a freaking cap! It's a toy, dude!
Later on, the magnet grabs onto something heavy again, and this time it pulls up an axe. It is still sharp and looks like it could be used right away. Finding something like that underwater is unsettling, especially in a canal known for dumped items, and it makes you wonder what happened for it to end up there and why no one ever came back to get it.
We came to this part of the bridge to throw the magnet, but Bobby pointed out something really cool. There's a bunch of trash right here. There's like old bottles and stuff. Look at this. Look how old that bottle is. Dude, look at this. Sorry, guys, be careful, dude. Look at all this broken glass. Oh my god. There's so many bottles. Oh my god. Dude, there's something inside this one. Wait, pull it out. Oh yeah, look, there's something in it. It's like a cigarette. Should we crack it open, dude? Dude, I don't want to break it. Wait, it's a piece of paper. Look, there's like lines. Oh, I got it. Oh, the bottle. Open it. It's a cigarette. No, it's dude, it's a photo. Look, it's a photo. Oh. Dude. Ew. No, it smells so gross. Dude, it's a freaking photo. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god. No, I did all that for a screwdriver. He's been working, but it's flathead. What is that? Oh, it's like a... I don't know. It's a piece of a butter.
Near the end, they pull up a glass bottle from the canal, and inside is a rolled up photograph. Once they open it, everything feels different. There is no note, no message, just a picture that was hidden underwater, like it was meant to stay there. Most things they find can be brushed off as trash, but something this personal, sealed, and concealed makes it feel like someone wanted it gone for good. And if something like that can resurface by pure luck, it makes you wonder what other secrets are still sitting at the bottom of that canal. Posted on November 7th, 2025, this early winter trip takes place on a forest lake in Karelia, where Theophan from Druid Theophan heads out for his first ice fishing trip of the season. What should have been a simple test of the fresh ice quickly feels uneasy, with the lake responding to every step like a warning. Before even starting to fish, he steps onto the ice holding an ice chisel, striking the surface to check its strength. It holds, but the cracks that spread remind him the ice is still new, thin, and unpredictable. Still, he moves forward, careful but committed.
Let's cast it. Now start timing. Depth is about 1.5 meters. The ice is excellent. Really, no problem at all. There should be bites right away. But this is awesome, guys. Look, 1, 2, 3. We wait. Usually there would already be a bite. I've never had it on this lake where there wasn't a bite in at least one of the holes. In every hole I've drilled here, there was a bite, and it happened right away. Maybe I shouldn't have picked the triple hook spoon lure? Can you believe it? The weather's nice, there's a bite, but no fish. Look at that, friends. The first perch of the season from the ice. Here it is, beauty. Here it's bait. Is it bait? Are you bait? Are you bait? Yes, it's bait, friends. It's bait. That's it. And as soon as I started talking, everything immediately gets awesome. Let's try to eat now. This has never happened. I used to come here anytime. That's how I broke through. The ice chisel is amazing. Just look at how I'm walking. Really confident. But I've driven across lakes that are a bit bigger than this one. And they're already, you know, done for. Whoa, there's nothing at all yet. I mean, okay, let's see. Here's a closed hole. Depth
At the first hole, he dropped a spoon lure into the quiet water below the ice. The lake, usually quick to respond, stayed still for longer than expected. Then the line finally pulled tight, and he brought up a single perch, his first catch of the season. It was small, but it was enough to calm things down. After adjusting his approach and spreading out his setups, he turned away for only a second when the bottom rod suddenly yanked hard and jerked violently.
About to take away the bottom fishing rod, friends. Got it! I made it in time. Even slid a bit. Like this. Well, let's see. Maybe another one? I left that bottom rod over there. Ran over here. Look, I have the tracks, the skid mark. Alright, let's try this lucky hole. Lucky little hole. Made this fishing trip, huh? Let's leave it like that. Here we go. Fishing on two fronts. Oh man, dropped everything and ran. Here it is, guys. Here it is, my favorite forest. Well, I'm a hunter. Oh, whoa, did you see that? Unbelievable. Okay. Miracles are happening, friends. Did you see the rods move?
The pull was so strong that it almost ripped the rod straight into the hole. He rushed over, slipping on the ice before managing to grab it in time. It ended up being another perch, but the strength of that hit stayed on his mind, and it was clear the lake was not done yet. Something else was still waiting under a different hole.
Oh, wow. Handsome. Damn, the wind. So friends, don't worry or cry. The fish, Right. But the biting is really bad for this place. For this place, it's really bad. Look, it's biting right in front of us. Not stupid. Wow, what a strike that was. It just hit right by the eye, guys. Look, it's biting by the eye. That's a perch. Alright. Fishing on the first ice. Whoa, listen friends. Here it is. Okvin. Okvin, what a name. Oceniochek, Okinesha. Wow, right on the rise. Nice one. Really nice, damn. These are the ones who neither believe nor support me. Oh, damn. I just can't tear myself away. I should probably be getting ready to go home already. But here, I even brought a small thermos with me. Well, a little thermos and some sandwiches, but I can't eat them because time is precious. I'd rather, instead of eating, I'll do some fishing. That's a very interesting feature this year.
He moved to a better spot and found what he called his lucky hole, where the bites came non-stop. The perch were bigger, and he pulled up about 20 fish from that one hole alone. By the end of the trip, he caught 25 perch total and was satisfied that the ice held up and the fishing delivered, even though the days started uneasily. Viewers pointed out how early season ice can turn risky fast, and that the cracking sounds could have been the ice settling. Some also thought the violent strike on the bottom rod suggested something stronger might have been moving below. On June 28, 2016, 4 friends took their newly bought used center console boat out offshore near Charleston, South Carolina, for its very first trip at sea. The footage, shared by the Offshore Office Fishing Channel, shows how hidden damage slowly weakened the hull without them realizing it. By the time they decided to head back, it was already too late. The ocean had taken control. What happened next was no longer about fishing. It turned into a desperate fight to survive.
Dude, we got more. Hey, we got more. Hey, you keep coming up. Come up with some water. Wait for first. Hey, I need a flare, man. Here. Give me. I know how to turn it on. There he is, right here. We can see vessel. Tell them to run. Where is he from us? We're running. No. Don't waste it. Oh, that would not work. Oh, hold it. I'm holding you. Yes. He's coming. Where's the helicopter? Hey. Oh, there he is right there. Do it again. Where's the cycle? Here he comes. Dude, I'll go last, man. Y'all get out of the helicopter. We're not leaving. Nobody's leaving until we're all done. Mayday, mayday. We see helicopter. We see helicopter. Oh, there goes the
footage begins after the boat has already flipped over, with the guys stuck standing on the upside-down hull in the middle of open water. One of them dives underneath the overturned boat to pull out life jackets, water, and any emergency supplies he can reach. They shoot flares for help, but some fail to go off, and every move they make is quick but careful, because they know one mistake could make things even worse.
Nobody injured? No. Good. All right. I jumped in. There was a little shark following me. Oh, really? Yeah. Give me a minute, guys. All right? Yeah, man. You're good. We're good. You're here. Yeah. No injuries or anything? No. We're good. I just kept going under the more life jackets.
The hole had to be. No. Had to be already cut. It was leaking. A little slight crack will make it leak.
I bet you guys are all right. This get y'all. This goes south way more than you think. E-perb would have brought y'all here anyway. Hey. All right, is anybody here a bad swimmer? Does everybody have? Hey, hold on, man. Flip over, all right? Pretty good so far. Yep, I got it. All right, boys. Good work.
All right.
I need water.
Yeah.
Y'all are the man. I'm glad everybody's seen us. I'm glad they got our e-perb.
Yeah, definitely.
Then a helicopter shows up overhead, and the mood instantly shifts because they know help has finally arrived. The Coast Guard spots them, and a rescue swimmer jumps into the water and quickly takes control of the situation. Someone points out they saw a small shark nearby, and the tension spikes again. One by one, they are guided away from the wreck, and only after that do they really see what caused it. The hull had split open, sinking the boat within minutes. Most people in the comments agree that staying calm and having an E-curb made all the difference, because if that last E-curb had drifted away too, they might not have lasted much longer. On August 13th, 2025, Kevin from homesteading off the grid returned to a quiet stream in Virginia, far from his usual homestead routines. For nearly a year, trusted friends had been reporting strange discoveries in the area, the kind of finds that stay in your mind long after the moment passes.
Time, and just past that, they're waiting in the stream, they're fishing their way upstream, and they find a wallet, like a perfectly good wallet. It was not weathered. It appeared as if it had not been rained on or anything, and it had a woman's driver's license in it. It had credit cards, a little bit of cash. Okay, and they took it, and this would have been March, April, May. It was springtime. They were going after the trout that they knew were in there. So they took the wallet, and when they left, they went to the address that was listed on the wallet. I've got something going down the wrong way. And they knocked on the door, and a man answered the door. And so they said, "Hey, sir, sorry to bother you, but we found this while we were fishing." And they gave the man the wallet. Well, he opened it up, and he said, He said, "This is my ex-wife." And he said, "Your ex-wife?" And they said, "Yeah." He says, "I'll take it, and if I ever see her or hear from her, I'll give it to her, but she and I are not in communication anymore." And so they left the wallet with the guy, and they just thought, man.
As Kevin walked into the calm, quiet stream, it did not feel like a regular fishing trip anymore. It felt like stepping into a place that was holding something back. Before he even cast a line, he thought about why this spot always unsettled him. Clothes had been found neatly folded on a rock with no owner anywhere nearby. A wallet that had been missing for 9 months was later discovered sitting by the stream, untouched. His friend could never explain any of it. It was almost like the river returned lost belongings, but not the people who left them behind.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Listen, I'll tell you about it when we get to the truck. Oh, my buddy was not wrong. My buddy's not wrong. So here's what happened. I went around that bend where I was fishing last because I don't know if you could tell or not from the distance, but as soon my first 2 or 3 casts, I missed something. So I fished there, had them spooked, but I saw something large jumping and hitting the top of the water right around that bend. So I didn't want to go back and get the camera. It was my hopes that I could just go up there, maybe catch whatever it was, come around the bend and show you one of those big 5-pound trout. But so I get up there, I start casting, and I hear what sounded like a tree knock. Classic tree knock, and it was not far away. It was probably 30 yards away, right off to my right. So I look over, and I see no movement. But then I hear 3 successive tree knocks, and I'm trying to pinpoint exactly where they're coming from. By the time I hear the third one, it was like boom, boom, boom. By the time I hear the third one, I had pinpointed it, and there was like a thicket of bramble. And in the middle of those brambles, and there was a big sycamore tree, which is common here. Well, here's one right here. They like to grow around water. Big sycamore coming up out of it. But right in the center, from where those knocks were coming from, I just saw black. And my first thought was, of course, black bear. We had just seen those black bear tracks on the riverbank. I showed them to you. But black bears do not knock on trees. Black bears do not have opposable thumbs. They cannot pick up sticks and bang on the side of a tree.
At a bend in the stream, Kevin asks viewers to watch his back while he looks ahead. The woods suddenly go quiet, and he spots a deep print in the mud that looks like a bear track. But the depth makes him hesitate. As he keeps moving upstream, the silence feels heavy, like something is listening. Then, 3 sharp knocks echo through the trees, perfectly timed. A dark shape shifts near a sycamore, and Kevin grabs his gear and runs until he is miles away. Even later, when he tries to fish again, the feeling of being watched does not go away. Viewers noticed faint movement and flashes of light near the trees right before the knocks, and some pointed out that the sounds happened when Kevin stepped out of frame, making it seem like something was tracking him. Posted on October 22nd, 2025, this offshore trip follows Adam from Die Hard Fishing, a channel focused on kayak fishing and everyday adventures along the California coast. His plan was simple: paddle out, catch 2 legal lingcod, and head back before the morning was gone. But out past the Bay Area reefs, where blood, movement, and sound carry farther than expected, even a normal trip can quickly start to feel unsettling.
Today, we're doing some live bait fishing, and it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I'm gonna see how quickly I can get out there, catch a limit of lingcod, and come back right here on the beach. So right now, it is 7:42. So let's start the timer, get out there, and go catch some fish. And just like that, we're underway. I'm marking so many salmon here. It's a shame that there's no salmon season currently, because I'm sure that they're here. We got some bait here. Smelled hopefully? Yes. That's perfect. Maybe a little bit big, but that's okay. The fish that we're targeting will definitely eat this. Alright, we're approaching the reef. So there's 2 reefs that I want to hit. This is the first one. It's in a little bit closer. So obviously if we can catch them here and get back, that'll make our journey a little bit shorter and faster. But if there's no luck here, there's one more reef out a little bit farther. We'll go there next as plan B. Yep. We're on. Oh, just let go right there. Thought we had him hooked there, but I guess not. Definitely wrecked this bait though. Alright, send him back down. There's a bite. There's a bite. Yep, got him. Yep, he's on. Oh, he's running. I don't think this is the same fish. This one feels a little bigger. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. It's on like Donkey Kong. Oh man. This one to the surface. Yep, there he is. Nice fish. Definitely keeper. Oh. Oh no. Oh, there he goes. Try that one more time. There we go. Got him. Pretty good gaff shot there, if I don't say so myself. There you have it right there. Fish number 1. Really nice fish. Alright, we're gonna take care of him, get back down there. So a limit is only 2 fish, so we're halfway to the limit right now. Just always a good idea to clean or to bleed your fish as soon as possible.
At the first reef, he hooks his first lingcod, measures it, and bleeds it right on the kayak to keep the meat clean. The blood washes into the current, spreading out in the water like a signal he cannot see. And out there, something seems to pick up on it.
Oh my god, a great white right here. Huge great white right here. He is just chilling, swimming in a circle here. I don't know if it's best to just stay or start moving, but I think we're gonna start moving. He's just chilling right here. Look at this guy. Oh my god. Okay, I don't really like the way he's going here. Oh, that's a big shark. I'm gonna get out of here. Well, I'm not sure if he's following me. He was following me, not really aggressively, but he was behind me for a little while. I don't really want to stop to see if he's still there. Before I saw him, because he came from over here like this, and his fin was out of the water at that point. But there's some kayakers over here. I'm gonna go kind of give him a heads up. There's a shark out here. Thinking about it, that shark was probably drawn in because I was just bleeding that fish. I guess that's the downside to bleeding your fish out here. I don't think he's following me. Probably a little bit intimidated with the size, but that shark was definitely as big, if not bigger, than my kayak. I don't think we're gonna go back to that reef. Right away. Oh, we foul hooked him. Foul hooked lingcod. Well, we actually foul hooked this one, and it's not a keeper anyway, so we'll get him back really quickly.
As the bleeding goes on, the shark comes back again, circling closer, drawn in by the smell and the disturbance. Adam decides it is not worth staying, so he moves away from the reef and paddles over to warn nearby kayakers. But the trip is not over yet. Farther from the encounter, he drops his line again, catches one fish that is too small, then pulls up a second lingcod that is finally legal. It puts him closer to his goal, but the uneasiness is still there. At that point, the only real plan is to leave while he still can.
There he goes. Saw him for a second, and then he did not like the looks of the kayak, so he went straight back down. Here. Yep, there we go. That's a limit right there. 945. All right, well, pretty similar size to the first one. Definitely a nice keeper. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bleed this one. Oh, it's a half-inch shorter, 26.5 on this one, but yeah, still a really nice fish. I guess we're gonna go ahead and bleed him. I'll just make it quick. I don't think we want to stick around with sharks in the water. Just heard a splash out there. I don't think it was a shark. All right, here's our 2 fish for the day. Not a bad haul.
He quickly deals with the second fish, finishes his goal at 9:45 EAM, and starts getting ready to head back, knowing that the shark encounter is not something easy to shake off. There is nothing left to question, just that eerie quiet after a predator disappears. Viewers pointed out how the bleeding fish, the splashing movement, and the constant knocking from his kayak were basically the perfect mix of signals to draw something in. So the shark showing up did not feel like a coincidence. It felt like a normal response. And if one great white came up close, it makes you wonder how many more were still down there, never showing themselves. On January 26th, 2024, the Vince Fishing Channel filmed a moment on a cold, quiet river that turned into something far from a normal winter trip. 2 young anglers went out expecting an ordinary day, but that section of water had something waiting that would quickly prove them wrong.
Oh, we're walking up the river. We talked to police officers. You can call the cops if you want. We talked to Officer Ships who said you can fish all of this if you walk up the river. The state owns the water. State owns the water. We talked to him right down there at the playground. You can get Officer Ships. He's a police officer. Ships.
High Bridge?
Yeah. We have it on video. What's up?
High Bridge Police?
Yes. Yeah. He said the state owns the water.
They don't. It's all posted. I own the water. I'm the owner of the property.
Okay.
I own both sides of the river, and it's all posted. And I'm going to go call Officer Ships.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right now.
Cool.
But in the interim, if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate you come out.
Well, we would walk down and go on public because you own this. Can't own the water.
You cannot walk up the middle of the stream.
All right, well, that's what you're telling us. If you get a police officer here, then we can go up.
No fishing.
When the officer gets here, man.
It started when a voice suddenly cut through the silence, loud and aggressive, as if it did not belong in such a calm place. Before the boys could even process what was happening, the whole river suddenly felt like someone had decided it was theirs, and no one else was welcome. After that, the quiet did not feel peaceful anymore. It felt tense and unsettling.
It's not trespassing. State owns the water.
Officer, what was his name?
Officer Ships. This is crazy, guys. It is ridiculous.
We're trying to fish. This is state water.
Do you know how many people sit right there and go up this every day? Do you know you can't own the water? It's water. You can't own water. This is the property. We're not on your property. Okay, the police officer that you're calling right now said the state owns the water.
You can't fish in our section of the club. This is a private club.
That doesn't make sense. Dude, right there, and the water flows into your section of the club. So it makes.
What about the gorge? Do you own the gorge?
Above our property in the gorge, that's fine.
Sir, it's not our.
We own this property on both sides of the river. You cannot access this property.
Okay, if you just said you own both sides. I'm not trying to be difficult.
What are you standing on?
In the river.
My boots touching it. I'm not touching it. There's so many different ways you can argue this. That's the crazy part. Well, we'll see what the cop says. If he says we gotta go, we're out of here. Don't worry about that.
We're not gonna come up on there though.
But we won't walk up this. It's public. The pull off we're at up there. It's public there. We walked right down. And we didn't touch this. We didn't touch this. That's
public land. I'll give you permission to come out.
As the argument got more intense, the man became so angry that he decided to call the police. The boys stuck to what they had been told earlier, but the tension kept building, and the uncertainty started to feel hard to ignore. With each minute, the whole riverbank felt more and more closed in. Then footsteps came closer, and it was clear something else was about to happen.
What's up?
Hi guys.
How are you?
I would really appreciate if you let us walk back. I don't really feel.
We're not gonna walk back up here. We're gonna walk where it's public. If you want us to come up to, or we can just talk right here. It's whatever you want.
Well, it's private property, so whatever you guys do, you gotta come out of the river.
Yeah, well, so basically, to our understanding, I want you to just understand our side of the story. Officer Ships, we have him on video saying that the state owns the water, and if we wanted to fish right here, we could walk up the river. That's what we did. So we didn't go on their property, which is why I'm telling you I don't want to walk here or there, because that's what they own. But we have an officer on video saying, my name's Officer Ships, and we could walk here to there. We've never been kicked out before. If you say we have to leave, we will be out of here.
we were told that we were allowed to walk from public property up the river. I got what you're saying.
Okay.
And these guys have been here for years.
Yeah.
Okay. They're allowed to have a chain across their private property on both sides. You're not getting a citation.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you what we're why.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's private property.
Okay.
So you do have to.
Yeah, I told you we'll go if you need us to go, but we're not.
Can you guys get out here?
I don't. If we have permission to go up this.
My permission to come up on the property.
All right, cool. Because we're on the pull off up there.
There's no problem for me.
Yep.
Okay. To be honest with you, I don't like dealing with this nonsense either. Okay. But these guys have a fishing club that have been here for years, and they're super particular about guys being in here. I've never issued anybody summonses. I just know that for years, as long as they say they don't want you in here. I honestly, professionally, don't understand the legality of part of the river being private property. Okay, which is why I don't care how much people yell and scream about it.
Lake Solitude.
I'm not issuing summonses.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally a cable that they have across the river further upstream. I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Okay, one time we had kids come down in a canoe, and these guys were losing their minds. I don't get it. I don't get it, but I'm not going to open a can of worms by, like, the only way I would find out is if I gave you guys a summons and then you guys went to court and then fought it and paid a bunch of money for attorneys and took it to, like, the Supreme Court. Like, like, you guys are kids being kids.
Yeah.
It's cool. You're not in trouble with me. Got it?
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. You're not getting the ticket. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys don't get in trouble
Yeah.
in the future. I kind of take your side in this. I get it. I understand. The problem is as far as, like I said, the private property rules go, when they say you guys can't be here, then okay.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, then it's like, well, they refused to leave after they were told. Well, then it's like, I gotta charge you, and that's different than just trespassing on private property. Like once you're told it's private property, and like I said, these guys have been doing this for years. They've been like this for years about this, so it's been adjudicated in the courts. They're allowed to do it. I don't personally agree with it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know
but
we're
just fishing.
What are you posting under?
Vince fishing on everything.
Fishing
Yep.
on everything.
YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
I'm gonna look it up as soon as I get back in.
You'll see some interesting encounters with some people.
Awesome, cool. So am I gonna end up on YouTube here?
If I ask your permission and you say yes.
Oh, dude, this is a public service profession. You do whatever you want with my footage. Just don't make me look fat. Sorry, I gotta glue that one. We're good, dude. I'm getting famous here, so don't ruin my shot.
Take it all.
All right. Yes, you guys are good. You got any questions?
No.
You're good. We're cool?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey,
thank you.
Good luck, all right?
Best of luck catching
some
some
fish.
fish.
Safe, all right?
Go further down the river. You'll have better luck.
Someday in like Nowheresville.
Oh my! And you know what? We talked to another officer the other day who said we could walk from the public property in the water to do it. And these two older guys, they came down. They were so mad. But we're all good. The cops, they said they're on our side.
So are we.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good
When the officer arrived, it did not calm things down, it just shifted the tension. The answers were unclear, and the situation turned into a confusing gray area. After it ended, the boys walked away, hoping it was over. But before the day finished, the river delivered one last surprise that left a stronger impact than the argument. On January 7th, 2024, YouTuber Ryan Morey heads out from Venice, Louisiana for a 24-hour offshore fishing trip. Known for his cinematic deep-sea fishing videos, Ryan and his crew make their way toward huge offshore drill ships far out in open water. But beneath the surface, something big is already circling, just waiting for the moment things go wrong and the real encounter starts.
Out here, we can actually see the Gulf now, and there's like 100 different rigs. This is East Bay where we are. So one of the first things we had to do is load up on any types of live baits that we can. We're actually crushing the hornbellies right now. You can see we're in this giant field of just oil rigs, gas rigs, not like anything I've ever seen. This place is just weird.
A straight up wall of red. That mark you guys see, that is all bait, my friends. Now there's another version of these guys called leather jacks that are a little bit skinnier, and when those things prick you with that bottom horn, you feel it. You feel that venom.
Giant creeper right here.
You drop it down.
Oh, big one down.
Not gonna keep this guy for bait. Bam, let him go. I got me a beautiful specimen. Cannot be used for bait. These little juvie guys, you keep feeling, you think you got a really, stringer full of bait, and you actually only got one of these. But much of the sabiki, way too small to keep.
All right, we got enough bait for now. Might catch a little bit more offshore, but we're headed out to do what we came here to do. Try and catch some giant tuna.
The crew lines the boat up next to the massive offshore drill ships and starts using sabiki rigs to pull in live bait. But around those huge steel structures, the currents are strong, space is tight, and even the bait fish can be dangerous. So everything has to be done slowly and carefully. Later, as they push farther offshore, the fishing suddenly stops when giant sperm whales rise beside the boat. The crew just watches quietly, realizing they are now face to face with animals far bigger than anything they came out there to catch.
I'm fishing this area about 100 foot down. So I'm gonna drop this heavier. This is the new jig head. This is a 3 ounce, the 8-inch straight tail on it. Well, Joey just got a bite. We don't know how big the fish was, but it had us all fired up. Oh, I just got whacked, dude. That was a bite for sure. What we got, Joe? Blackfin. Woo! All right, we got Brandon hooked up on something.
Uh-oh. Oh, you sure got him.
Whoa! Oh! Oh! No way.
Back on the lines, the crew keeps switching lures and changing depths, pulling in smaller tuna, and dealing with a bunch of missed strikes. The hours start dragging, but the tension keeps building. Out there, that long, quiet stretch usually feels like a sign that something big is about to show up.
One idea to catch one of these things on 8-inch straight tail. I think we definitely have a definite shot at it.
So we were actually on our way in, but then we just pulled up to an area where there's a bunch of bait, a bunch of birds, and a few people fishing. Just threw some live baits out. We're marking some stuff. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, now we're marking them. That's in.
Big ones?
They're coming up. I'm gonna throw some bait.
But it wasn't me that hooked up.
Oh!
Watch out, drop your rod. Oh my god!
Who's got him?
Joe, watch out. We can't cast. Reel up.
Let's go. Going to John's boat. We gotta get after this fish. They gotta stay straight up and down on it.
All right.
Going straight to his boat. Off his bow. Port.
Woo!
Coming right at him. Going underneath his boat.
Woo! Let's go, Joe.
Good job, Joe. No! No, he's still on. Come on. Nice reeling, Joe. Reverse. You're good, he's good. Oh, I gotta see him now. Dude, you might have him at 70 foot.
That was beautiful.
Bro.
Ooh.
Here we go, guys. Other side.
Be careful, he don't take the under.
Hold
He's
on.
right, he's about to rub. Oh!
Yeah. Hit him again. Get the other gaff in him. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That was the one.
Come up, ready?
There's a real one, boys. Dude, down the hatch, boy. Down the hatch. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
All right, we just got back to the marina. We're gonna put that big fish on the scale, see how much it weighs. We also have a ton of work to do, a ton of cleaning, a ton of unpacking.
The drag suddenly screams as a huge yellowfin tuna gets hooked right under the surface. The crew braces themselves on deck, tired but locked in, keeping a close eye on the water for sharks or dolphins that could snatch the fish before they can land it. Moments like this are the most intense because once things get chaotic, it is less about perfect skill and more about instinct, timing, and staying calm. Out there, it starts to feel like it was never fully in their control, just a matter of surviving the moment the ocean finally decided to fight back. On December 24th, 2021, Shane decided to finally explain everything people had been wondering about. His channel, Fishbrain Shane, is normally all about relaxed bank fishing, but this time he talked about the long-running problems he had with a man named Roger. He broke down years of harassment, multiple calls to the police, and the confusion surrounding the 4 viral incidents that happened at a public fishing area near a pedestrian bridge in Ramsey County.
Much anticipated video that I've been talking about for a while and that people have been asking about for a while. There are so many videos that feature one particular gentleman in a fishing spot calling the police on me and harassing me a whole bunch. His name is Roger. I've been through the ringer with this guy over the years, way before I ever filmed. So really, to go back and to tell you the backstory of this, I went to this spot for a couple of years and didn't have any trouble with the guy across the way. And I started wanting to fish closer to the bridge because there's a fast moving kind of not waterfall, but kind of just a narrow area where the water goes through and it makes it go nice and fast and it oxygenates the water. And there's some deep holes over there. And that's where a lot of the nice big fish live. Would creep closer and I would try to stay what I determined to be about 100 feet away from the bridge. And I understand the reason why they have the 100-foot rule. The reason why they have the 100-foot rule is because it's a pedestrian walking bridge in a county park. And it is a good fishing spot. So people do fish there and they just want to keep the lures away from the bridge and away from people potentially walking across. I started creeping closer a few years ago. Roger would start to come out and yell at me and harass me. And at first I would just kind of walk away or I would ignore him completely. And then he started calling the police on me. Let's fast forward to that first video. Like I was saying, I knew that I was going there and I was going to be filming. I knew that Roger was going to come out and he was going to yell at me and I was going to stand my ground. Before I went there, I decided to grab the measuring device because I wanted to be able to prove to the officer and I had stepped this off many times, but I'd never measured it, that I figured that first sign that I show in the video is the 100-foot sign. I'm going to bring this tonight and you're going to see why. Super windy. What's that? The sign said 100 feet from the bridge. I'm over 100 feet. Actually, that sign's 100 feet. I've measured it. There's 2 signs that say 100 feet from the bridge. Not to me. What do I do about the other 2 signs that say 100 feet from the bridge when that's 100 feet, that sign? Just because you had them put that sign in doesn't mean anything to me. You talking to me? Going great. How are you?
I'm here because you're violating the fishing rules here.
No, I'm not.
You see that sign right there?
I see the 2 by the bridge that say 100 feet from the bridge, and that sign right there is 100 feet.
That sign right there says that way I'm wrong.
Right, but that's over 200 feet from the bridge. So do I believe the 2 signs from the county, or do I believe that sign that that guy who harasses us had put in?
What do you mean he had it put in?
He's the one that had that put in. He's the one that petitioned the city council and the county and everybody to put that in. And I have a measuring device right in my thing right there that you and I can look at. And there's a sign out there by that bridge and a sign as you start on the trail that say 100 feet from the bridge. Okay. So we could walk that off if you'd like.
I'm game for that if you don't mind.
Yeah. Not a problem.
I'll see if the city can move that.
So this is one of those deals you can walk and it measures it. You start from here and go. Oh, there's 100.
All right.
So right at that tree, which is actually right where I'm fishing, is 100 feet.
Shane says the situation started long before he ever filmed anything. After fishing peacefully near the county bridge for years, problems began the moment he started fishing closer to the 100-foot area where the current is stronger and the water runs deeper. Roger showed up almost right away, yelling and calling the police, even though Shane was staying within the posted limits. In the first recorded incident, Shane even brought a measuring tool, and the officer confirmed the legal boundary was exactly at the tree line. But even with that clear proof, the conflict did not stop. It was only the beginning.
Stop harassing me and go away. I already told the cop the other night. He said I can fish here. Just go away. You're embarrassing yourself. You don't own over here. You own over there. Stay over there and stay to yourself. Just the other night, the cop told me the 100 feet is right here. I have a measuring device right here. Just save your breath. That's enough. So after that, he did call the police.
I think you spoke with my partner last week, or...
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
Okay, here's the little dealio that we got going on. So my partner, you guys measured out the
100 feet, yep.
This is coming from Ramsey County that actually put the signs in, not us. They measure from a different spot, so where they measured from, the sign is correct.
That's incorrect because there's 2, well then, there's still 2 signs that say 100 feet. And I've just measured off, I have the thing again, we can walk it off again, 100 feet. I'm not hurting them. He just comes down here and yells at me and I'm tired of it. And tonight I just didn't let him talk. Your partner told me that I could fish right here on camera last week.
I get that.
So that's what I'm doing.
Listen to me, okay? You gotta let me talk. So per Ramsey County,
Where do you have that in writing? When I see that in writing, because I have it in writing on those signs, 2 of them, actually 3. When I see that in writing, I'm happy to comply with it if you can prove to me that that's over 100 feet and you have it in writing. I have rights. This is public property.
I know there isn't.
There isn't.
And we've been trying to deal with them for quite some time.
I mean, am I able to at least continue to fish here tonight since I was told that by the other officers?
I will talk to Roger and see, and I'll try to keep him calm, okay? If he starts blowing up, there's not a whole lot I can do.
But it's up to him if I get moved?
I'm not saying that, okay? We got some county saying one thing, we got
But see, he owns that property. He doesn't own right where we're standing.
Trust me,
When Shane came back a few days later, thinking everything was settled, Roger showed up again, even louder, and called the police all over again. This time, a different officer arrived and gave a totally different explanation, saying the county measured the distance from another spot. Shane tried to explain that an officer had already confirmed the rule on camera, but the whole conversation went in circles. By the end, the officer basically admitted that Shane's being allowed to fish depended on whether Roger decided to get mad that day. And things only got weirder once more people started showing up.
I am the dude who fishes here. Haven't you ever seen the video I have here where the cops come and I prove that you can fish here? The last time I talked to a cop here, she tried to tell me that Ramsey County measures from a different spot than the bridge.
Police.
Oh, really? I wonder why. The cops are here for real. Come on. Yep. It looks like one. There's one right there. Got one. Nice fish too. Not too bad for this little creek, that's for sure. No net today, guys. Who cares? Let him just sit there. Should I show him my fish? Here it is, buddy. This is why we're over here. What's up, buddy? Going good.
I just read the report. Somebody talked to Ian a couple days ago and said, you know, the 100 feet wasn't where the sign was supposed to be.
That's right. I had a walking tape measure, and because I know those guys are probably going to get upset, and we don't make any noise, we don't leave any trash or anything, and these are just kids. I'd much rather see them doing this. He's got a tape measure right here.
I talked to Parks and Rec, and they said bring a tape measure as long as you're within 100 feet of the bridge. I fished the entire day with the tape measure on the bridge all the way out, and
it's like right at that, or yeah.
About this tree.
Yep.
Yeah, is the 100-foot mark.
Yep. We're down there, and I'm standing there, and there's these kids, and it wasn't even Roger, it was his wife that called the police on these kids. You know, what else could these kids be doing? I get some people that ask, why do you fish there? Why don't you just move down the line? Why are you bothering this old guy? Just say very succinctly, it's a public park that as a tax-paying citizen, I have the right to fish in. I buy my license, I follow the rules and the laws. I do not keep too many fish, and I clean up after myself and after other anglers.
Another day, Shane showed up and saw a group of teenagers fishing in the same spot. Like usual, Roger or his wife called the police again. When the officers arrived, one of the teens used a tape measure to prove they were far enough away, and the officer confirmed everything was legal. Roger's wife backed off after realizing they were not doing anything wrong, and the area finally stayed quiet. Shane ended by saying he keeps fishing there because it is public land and he is not going to give up his right. Some viewers think the signs are confusing, while others believe the constant police calls were more about controlling the shoreline than the actual rules. In May 2023, Kevi from the YouTube channel Kevi Fishing traveled to a remote island in Indonesia, a place he calls the scariest fishing spot in the world. His channel is all about extreme land-based fishing, massive predators, and solo trips into wild coastlines. But this time, after waking up at 3 a.m. and hiking across the island alone, something about the silence, the currents, and the dark shadows in the water made the whole place feel seriously off.
Might switch to a stick bait. So I'll just switch to a floating stick bait, 100 gram. It'll be easier to use in this crazy strong current. So much different than the popper. I don't even know how to use it properly. Oh! Wow! Did you see that? Oh! Something just went through it and completely missed it. I think that was big. I think that was really big. Woo! No touch on the lure at all, just out there. Huge GT. Did you see that GT? It just swam straight past. Straight past. Wow. It swam straight past here. Really, really big GT. Just need a hook one. Ba 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 ram ba 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 ram ba boo 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 boo. That's crazy in there. We're on. I don't know what we have. Doesn't feel that big. It's definitely not a big GT. Woo! Oh, we get a nice shot of this guy. Is there any fish following it? Here we go with the first fish of the trip. And yes, it's a bluefin. About the size of my lure. That's super crazy. Gonna get this lure out and we'll get the fish back in. But yeah, it's not really what I was expecting after a couple of big hits out there. But no hook up. All right, let's get this guy back. Ew. Righty, well that's it for that session. We've got a long walk back to camp. So let's do it, eh? Alrighty, well, I'm in my tent already. The sun hasn't even really fully gone down yet, but tomorrow is our first full day and it's gonna be psycho. So I'm gonna try and get a good sleep. I woke up this morning at probably 3 to get to this island. Big mission. So yeah, let's try and get a long sleep, get some energy, get into those big GT tomorrow, eh? Alright, pillow out.
From the first cast, the current was so strong it forced him to use a 100-gram floating stick bait. A huge fish struck but missed the lure, leaving only a blast of white water. A massive GT cruised by without reacting, followed by the dark shape of a large bluefin. When he finally hooked something, it turned out to be a tiny bluefin snagged by accident, barely the size of his lure. The sun dropped quickly, so Cavi called it and made the long walk back to camp. The next morning, he stepped out of the tent and saw predators smashing bait in the shallows.
First cast in the zone. Yes. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's fighting all right. Oh, there's more. Heaps more. Probably a bluefin though. Oh no, what? It's a big red bass. It's a huge one. Huge red bass. Massive. On pink sand. First cast of the morning. Big red bass. Straight out the front of camp. That's beautiful. Alright, let's go for a swim, mate. We'll get you back. Ew! Frothing. Woo! Red bass always go crazy. I honestly reckon that we go for another one out here, because there should be GT as well. 60-gram floater. If we don't get anything else here in 2-3 more casts, we'll go up to the spot. Go to the monster zone. That was cool though. Red bass off the bat. The water's like not super duper warm, eh? And it's a lot higher tide than I thought. That means we might be swimming back. That shark. There's a shark right behind me just when I turned the camera off. I looked down, it was on my heels, dude. Shark was following us that whole way walking through the water.
One cast later, a huge red bass smashed his popper, an unexpected trophy right near the camp, but he was not alone out there. As he started moving toward deeper water, he turned around and realized a shark had been following him, close enough to be right behind his heels. And farther out, the moment he had been waiting for finally came.
Fished all my life and I haven't caught you. Big GT, come on. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, hooks came out. No, that was a big GT. Oh, we go again. The curse is still going. Didn't really fully feel its power. Didn't go super psycho like those other big ones I hooked. String of unfortunate events again. Yes! How was that? I thought, that's crazy. Come on. You! Huge shark. Wow. Oh, that was crazy strike. Come on, relax. Oh, I thought that was a big GT. That was a shark. On the popper. Get a normal hold up. But yeah, whew, they're a beautiful fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna get the hook out, okay? Woo! Alright. Oh, ho, 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 ho! That shark really wanted a piece of cavi. So full of energy, man. Nice catch and release. Black tip shark, but it was so dark. I thought that was a really big GT, the way it struck the lure, but yeah, still searching for that G.
He finally got a hard hit from a GT. The rod bent and the drag screamed, but then the line went slack. The hook came out again, another fish lost, and another reminder of what he called the curse of that place. Not long after, he hooked something heavy once more, but it turned out to be a wild blacktip shark fighting on the line. He let it go quickly and headed back to camp, ready to try again at sunrise.
I just got up to go to the toilet. It's our last morning here before we go fishing. I went to put my shoes on and check this out. That's a scorpion, dude. Well, I'm not putting my shoes on yet, but I really need to do a big poo. The sun's starting to come up for sure. It's already gone. That was the craziest thing. All right, we gotta get ready to go fishing. We really need to get one. Unless I'm completely cursed and it's just not gonna happen. But yeah, let's go.
Before his last morning session, he went to put on his shoe and froze when he saw a scorpion curled up inside. Still determined, he made the final cast of the trip at the same reef, but nothing hit. No strike, no follow, no GT, just silence. After 3 days and countless casts, another GT had slipped away, leaving one question. Was the spot truly cursed, or was there something about that shoreline no angler had figured out yet? On December 4th, 2021, in the small town of Sparta, Tennessee, Jeremy Bowe and his team from the YouTube channel, Exploring with Nug, came back to a case that had haunted the community for 21 years. Their channel is known for searching rivers and lakes for missing people, diving into places where the truth has stayed hidden underwater. That morning, the water seemed calm and quiet, but something that had been buried for years was still out there, waiting to be discovered.
Well, this place is really pretty, very quiet, nobody out here, so we can keep to ourselves, do our thing, and not bother anybody. Let's get the boat in the water, see what we can find. So location number 2 is definitely looking like a bust. I haven't seen anything in the water, and I've been looking for a while. There are some huge balls of bait fish out here. But on the bottom, it's just sand and mud. There's not even any boulders, really. So, I mean, if there was a car out here, it would jump off the screen at me. But let me show you what I'm looking at out here, and then we'll pack up, and then we're gonna head over to spot number 3. See that huge blob right there in the center of the screen? That's a bait ball, or a ball of fish. Small minnows and stuff that swim around. But usually when there's those, there's big fish feeding off of them, but I don't really see any big fish right now. A couple of them pop up on the screen, but nothing really to take home, unless you're gonna eat it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't fish. So location number 2, I'm gonna say is cleared. There's not one vehicle out here. There's really hardly anything even in the water. I mean, there's a few fish and some big old bait balls, but literally everything you're looking at right now is what's here. A whole lot of mud and dirt and the occasional boulder. That means we need to wrap it up one more time, head to location number 3, check it really good. Hopefully we find something there, because today we are striking out and I'm running out of places to search. It's kind of disappointing me, but you know what, we'll keep going, see what happens. This is the last shot, last spot that I know of to hunt. This river looks amazing, so if there is a car out here, there's gonna be no problem finding it and diving on it. But we're running out of daylight, so let's get out here and see what we can find. All right, fly that back some, see what we can find. So I'm scanning right now. I've been out in the water here about 20-30 minutes, like I said. I've seen a few things that, you know, kind of looked like a car. It's possible. There are a lot of trees out here though, so I don't know if it's actually a car or not. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's okay. That's 100% a car right in front of my face. Man. Okay. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that a bit. That, found a car. We found a car. You saw it, I saw it. Oh no. Now, what are the chances? What are the chances? Oh no. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I've been looking all day and I finally found a car. Can it be them? Let's go over it again. It's coming up right here. So we're looking at like 13 feet and the water is 46 degrees, which is bone chilling. You don't get a better picture than that. And dude, you can almost tell the shape of it. And I'm not gonna lie, man, that looks like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what kind of car it looks like because I know what kind of car I want it to be. But I mean, it's got a short trunk and it's got a long nose, you know. Oh, okay. We're good.
At the Calfkiller River, Jeremy began scanning the riverbed with sonar, following the same route investigators had searched countless times, watching the screen fill with faint shapes and drifting shadows until one object stood out clearly, not looking misplaced, but instead like something that had been forgotten. And after marking the location, he suited up in his dive gear and headed back into the water to investigate.
Get in the water, let's go for a dive, see what's down there. Almost there. What is missing? All the windows are up. It's a Pontiac. EJR. It's them. They're coming home. They're coming home. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I'm so glad I could find them. I'm so sad that that's where they ended up. And I can't believe it's been over 20 years they've been sitting there waiting for someone to find them, and I'm glad I did. I don't know. It's a weird mix of emotions. I can't even explain it. And but you know what? This isn't about me. This is about getting them home, and we're gonna do that today. So let's start making phone calls. Let's get people down here. Let's get them out of the water. It's time.
The cold river went quiet as he swam down toward the shape below. What he found was exactly what investigators had been talking about for decades, sitting there silent and intact, barely visible in the water. Every small detail he noticed only confirmed what people had feared all along. But the real moment, the one nobody was ready for, was still waiting at the surface.
How you doing?
First things first, brother.
Oh yeah?
This is amazing, man. We've been looking for these two kids forever.
Yes.
Let me see this license plate. Oh my God. I'm calling dispatch right now to run this tag.
Okay.
And they've been here the whole time, right down in there.
That's crazy. That happened.
How deep is that?
I was like 10 feet.
I need you to run a tag for me. And this is big. When you're ready. 473 Echo John Robert. Is that the Fosters? Okay, we found the car. Start a car for me, right here, right now, okay? This is the Explorer with a Nook. I've been watching your videos, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, you just became White County's hero, trust me.
That's awesome.
I done hugged him and everything, man.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Aaron and Jeremy. Been missing over 20 years. They're going home.
When the recovery crews arrived, the river finally gave up what it had been hiding. The vehicle slowly surfaced, covered in years of silt, but still clearly recognizable. It was the Pontiac Grand Am, missing since Aaron Foster and Jeremy Begda disappeared back in 2000. Jeremy contacted the sheriff, and soon the confirmation came through. In that moment, 21 years of uncertainty turned into one hard truth. People later pointed out how the families had likely driven past that exact spot for years, never knowing the answer was just a few feet away. Others mentioned how easily someone can vanish in even shallow water, which raises an unsettling thought. If a missing car could sit unnoticed for 2 decades in a familiar river, how many other mysteries are still sitting out there, hidden in plain sight? On October 21st, 2022, the team from Pêcheurs de Trésors set up along the canal in Molenbeek, Brussels, for another magnet fishing trip. They usually pull out random metal and old junk from the water, but in a neighborhood with a tense reputation, even the quiet start felt like they might find something unusual.
Entre Anderlecht et Molenbeek, dans l'un des quartiers les plus chauds de Bruxelles. Sous ce pont ont déjà été trouvées une dizaine d'armes à feu ainsi que de la cocaïne.
Ah, pour la fondue.
Pour fondue.
Ah, fondue française, voilà. Un pic à fondu. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Oh, une pince. Sympa. Regardez, le classique. Une munition calibre 12. Oh, munition entière. Yeah. Ah, on va voir ce qu'il a attrapé. Oh. Ah, un bike. Un vélo. Électrique. Electric one.
Vélo de livraison de bière.
Ouais. Ok, je vais l'essayer. Non, non, c'est bon. Ah. Ouais, c'est bon, il marche.
Yes?
I think.
Peut-être de la drogue? Ah, ça serait incroyable. The content that put. Ouais.
Yeah, drugs.
AirPods. Is that real? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Elle est originale et un ressort qui peut être un ressort d'arme.
No, look.
Nice. Ah.
Là ils ont sorti le grappin pour enfin sortir ce skate et cette trottinette qui font de la résistance. C'est une trottinette électrique du coup, sûrement de la ville.
Bravo. Super. Allez, un ordinateur. Nice find.
There's nothing.
Breitling, Rolex?
I don't know, look.
Oh, regardez cette médaille. RSCA. Faut pas filmer, je suis trop fou.
The first thing they pulled up was surprisingly heavy, a bicycle, and then parts of an electric one. At first, it seemed normal, but the way it came up made the whole situation feel darker, like it had been dumped there on purpose, and it did not take long for the mood to change. Every new pull felt more serious, chemical-marked items, bags, safes, even weapons, all coming from the same area. It was the kind of mix that made even experienced magnet fishermen hesitate before throwing the magnet again.
Ja, het blinkt wel. Een watch, I think.
Lijkt nog niet zo lang hoor. Ongewijs weer. Misschien kopers, dat is koud.
Maar het is magnetisch.
Look met je magnet.
Check with the magnet.
Check met de magnet.
Goed zien. C'est pas mal, hein?
Non, ça non.
Yeah,
Là, il y a une couleur.
gold stamp.
Il y a une couleur chelou à lui. Hein. Bon, celle-là, elle est. C'est blanc.
Yeah. Look with diamonds.
Wow. Oh. Oh. BBM.
Nice.
Echt waar, kan je niet hebben?
Patek Philippe.
Patek Philippe. Ah, kijk joh. Oh my god.
Alarm, hè?
Yes. Don't take my Philippe Patek. And look. Look.
You can defend your Philippe Patek.
Yeah.
Nice. Ready, Anna.
Philippe?
Ja, Philippe Patek.
Great. It's an old one, man.
Old, but look.
Yes. Great condition on the man.
Crazy.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Oh. Fontel. Nokia.
And the watch.
Non, c'est la sécurité.
Ah, c'est sécurité,
c'est
ça.
le groupe sécurité.
Ah, ok, c'est pas la police.
Non, non, ils viennent.
Ah, j'ai eu peur. Security?
Yeah. You get a problem with you.
You think we had to leave?
Yeah.
More strange items kept coming up. First, a watch, then an old firearm that was still in good condition. And just as the finds started getting too serious to ignore, a security guard showed up and shut the whole session down immediately. They had no choice but to stop, leaving everything laid out on the bank, with no clear answer for why it was all sitting in the same stretch of water. On September 28, 2025, a quiet afternoon on Jackson Lake, Georgia, suddenly took an unexpected turn for Ryan from F-Series Outdoors. His channel is usually all about fishing, boats, and peaceful days on the water. He was heading to one last spot, trying to save a slow day, when something ahead caught his attention and instantly broke the calm, pulling him into a situation he never expected to be part of.
Y'all good? Oh, the one that's turned over? Y'all called? Y'all called 911 yet? You need me to call? Alright. Are the other people okay?
At this point, I'm just wondering if there's anybody else in the water possibly injured and what's going on. So I start looking at the other boat and heading towards it because these two guys are taking care of that man. When another boat passes by on plane, which got me thinking I need to slow any other boats down and start looking for possible bodies in the water. That guy that was unconscious was bleeding pretty bad out of his head. He had definitely taken a pretty serious head injury and had some pretty serious swelling going on. I start noticing stuff all in the water, like fish finders, life jackets, and again, I am looking for people and desperately trying to slow down other boats that are coming through that have no idea that there might be people in the water.
You know if they're missing anybody? Yeah, they flipped it. They're on the way. Where'd you go? They're right here behind me. The what? The other boat? Yeah. He's right there. He's tied up to... Yeah. Is he breathing? Yeah, he's moving a little bit, but not good. He moved a little bit, but...
He was slowly cruising along the lake when he spotted someone waving from a distance. At first, it seemed casual, but then it became clear it was urgent. As he got closer, he realized it was serious. One boat was sitting still with a man lying unconscious on the deck, and another boat nearby was flipped upside down near the shore. The lake that had felt calm just moments ago suddenly felt tense, and the closer he came, the more unsettling the whole situation looked.
I didn't want to be in the way, but I started noticing everything in the water, and I'm like, I can definitely collect all this stuff for these people, and it might be something worth value to them, and it turned out some of it definitely was. The boat that hit them was what looked like a 16-foot bass boat with like a 65 horsepower motor. It hit like a 20 to 22-foot ski boat. The bass boat was really not damaged, but the ski boat had a giant gash in the front of it. They'll tell that story later on in the video, but the boat took on water and capsized very quickly. Luckily, it drifted towards the dock the whole time. They were able to bail out and basically climb straight onto the dock.
Near the crash, he could see that the man was seriously injured. Blood had collected around a swollen head wound, and his breathing was weak but still steady. Nearby, belongings were floating everywhere, scattered across the surface. Ryan started pulling in whatever he could before it drifted off. A fish finder, life jackets, and other gear. The boats themselves made the situation clear. One had only light damage, while the other was torn open at the bow and flipped over shortly after the collision. For a moment, the lake went strangely quiet.
The guy is starting to move, so that's good. He's breathing at least.
This is the moment that the first paramedics got there. I believe it was like volunteer firefighters, but they were just now arriving on the scene.
It's hard to hear what he was saying, but the guy was saying that the bass boat was coming straight at him. He tried to turn 3 times, and the bass boat matched his turns every time until they hit head on. There was nothing he could do. Both boats at full speed.
Wow, I didn't see her purse. I looked. Maybe it's still in the boat.
What?
She said her purse was like a green. She said it might float.
Yeah, I got a blue dry bag that I did not put my guy. It's up in that little hatch on the console.
It sunk slowly?
Huh?
It didn't sink real fast or what?
No.
I mean, it might still be in there?
It came down pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
It was capsizing within 2 to 3 minutes.
This was the last few things that I picked up in the water. I think it was like a cigarette pack and a few other things.
When help arrived, the injured man was pulled toward shore. Once he could speak, he explained that the base boat came straight at him and adjusted its direction every time he tried to turn away. He attempted to avoid the impact 3 times, but each move was matched until the collision was unavoidable. Within minutes, his boat overturned, leaving little time to react. In August 2020, on the Rio Grande along the Texas-Mexico border, Kelly Young from the Channel Island Key joined Texas King Outdoors and Blue Gate to go after huge alligator gar. They pushed their boat into shallow, rocky water, and even with everything looking calm, the area had a serious atmosphere that made the trip feel uncertain from the start.
It gets real shallow right here.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we've hit.
So there's a really rocky, shallow area in the river right here, Rio Grande River, and we have to get out and push the boat over. So that's how you know the fishing good, when you gotta sneak your way over to the fishing spot, get out of the boat, push the boat. Oh!
Oh!
How deep? Huh. Oh! I feel like it's moving a lot easier today than yesterday.
Ooh.
It's got deeper.
Alright, here you go.
Oh, oh, this is a lefty.
You want me to swap it for you real quick?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the
Oh
gar.
my gosh, did you just see that one?
That was a 6-footer.
That was a 6-footer for sure.
Reel it down till you feel. Set the hook when you're ready.
It's not even.
It's not even what? I think you got him.
That's a gar.
A big gar.
Pretty sure.
You pulling?
Oh,
yeah, he's
yep.
pulling.
That's a fish.
Big fish.
He's coming right to me though. Well,
Is he fighting any?
I didn't know.
He might not know he's hooked yet.
It's real weird.
We got a turtle?
I don't know.
Get around this way.
Come over to motor.
Here. Let me see that rod.
We're about to find out.
It's something big.
It is definitely big. Oh, it just did a little spin.
What is that? Yeah, come over here.
Maybe it's a big, huge snapping turtle.
Hey, that'd be
Oh,
cool.
no, it's a gar.
Oh my gosh!
Just got confirmation that it is a gar. Oh.
Let your rod down under the boat.
The fish started moving upstream, circling under the boat and pulling with serious power. Kelly kept control while Ram watched the line, trying to read what it was doing as they brought it closer. Then the gar surfaced next to the boat, thick, heavy, and unusually wide. It came up just long enough for them to pull it on board. It was bigger than anything Kelly had caught in Texas, instantly becoming her new personal best. Since they did not have a tape measure, they used a rope to mark its size, later confirming it was 6 feet 3 inches long with a 38-inch girth. Kelly stepped into the river for a few photos, then released the fish and watched it swim off into the current. As they headed out, the day had a few unexpected moments. First came a quick warning about a snake near the water. Later, a small group of goats could be seen grazing along the Mexican side of the riverbank as they passed by. Catches like this show how powerful and unpredictable alligator gar can be. Their size, strength, and unusual body shapes often reflect the river conditions they live in, such as strong currents, shifting depths, and the available bait fish. And if a fish like that can move through the Rio Grande unseen, it raises the question of what else might be slipping beneath the surface. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.